And we're done with the second last episode. This episode had one of the best messages ever, and I found myself learning a lot from this episode. The episode was very beautiful. I loved how Gangtae and Sangtae stick with Moonyoung no matter how much she tried to push them away. Moonyoung pushing away Gangtae and Sangtae was very normal. She was devastated how they continued to get hurt because of her, and she blamed herself for everything. But the main message of this episode was it's better to fight and overcome the trauma together than without each other. When it's going to hurt both with or without each other, it's better to hurt together. I hate how normally in a K-drama at this stage, the both leads leave each other to protect each other. But I'm glad this message was given as it was very important. It's a waste of time to go away from each other when you can heal together. Even though the Good Brothers story was short, but I loved its message. Also shout out to Moonyoung's stylist because I absolutely loved her looks in this episode. She looked gorgeous. Also, I absolutely loved how Sangtae refused to throw away Dooley's mom. I remember I replied to someone under my video that I wished to burn away the Dooley stuffed toy as it was given by head nurse. But I said that in anger, and Sangtae taught me that it's not the Dooley's mom's fault. The messages throughout the episode were very strong. What Director O said to head nurse when she gets arrested, that people stick to each other because they're weak, we lean on each other as we are humans. I think these were some really beautiful lines. Also, I was very proud of Gangtae admitting it's okay to not be okay and having a session with Director O. It really showed us that we need to let things out and stop pretending to be okay in order to heal. Then there were a lot of scenes that touched my heart. Everyone working their best to make Moonyoung eat. Then Sungjae planned to make Jisoo badmouth Gangtae with Moonyoung was so clever and sweet of her. Jisoo and Moonyoung discussing Gangtae was so fun to watch. Gangtae protecting Moonyoung and Gangtae from head nurse was such an iconic scene. I was extremely proud of Sangtae. And then how they showed little Sangtae, Moonyoung and Gangtae, it was so beautiful. And then Gangtae and Sangtae planting the tree in the hospital in the memory of their mother and then talking to their mother through that tree was just such a beautiful scene. I just absolutely loved it so much. And how can I forget the drawing of Happy Gangtae? That scene was just so beautiful. Moonyoung crying while looking at that drawing was too much for me to handle. I think Moonyoung will realize it too that Gangtae will be the happiest only with her. So she needs to stop pushing him away. But my most favorite scene and also the most hilarious one would be the confession scene.
야! 사랑해!
I remember someone in comments said before that they want the Gangtae's confession to be similar to how Moonyoung confessed. And I totally loved the idea. I'm so glad it came true. The scene turned out so good. I watched it so many times already. But I never knew they'd end the episode at such an intense scene. How could they?
이렇게?
I was literally screaming when Gangtae places Moonyoung on the table. I swear they better give us the full scene in the next episode because it's going to be more intense than the kiss scene we saw on the bed. Both Moonyoung and Gangtae looked so freaking hot in that scene. Okay, now that I basically talked about everything, let's talk about the episode mystery revelation wise. I'll say I'm a bit disappointed, which I'm really hoping they clear all the confusions in the last episode. It's still too hard to take in the fact that head nurse is the mom. Reasons for that are the age of the head nurse. Head nurse should be around Juri's mom's age if she really is Do Hwae-jae. Then how come she survived the fall? Then from the river, then how come no one recognized her voice? Sangtae, Moonyoung, Ko Dae-won, everyone had heard Do Hwae-jae in past. So okay, I admit she might have plastic surgery, but she can't have a surgery on the voice. It's really weird. The lines which Director O says to head nurse, it's about time you left the stage as well. These lines really make me wonder if she's really putting on a show. But I fail to believe a major twist will be revealed in the last episode. I guess we have to accept the fact that head nurse is the Huije, but they better give a proper explanation for that. Also, I want to address the motive of killing Gangtae's mom. Honestly, I was surprised too, as it's so simple. We are all surprised because we are normal humans. But remember, head nurse is a psychopath. She doesn't need a really big reason to kill someone. I started watching Flower of Evil today, and in one episode, the killer's motive is literally so simple that I'm like, what the hell? But I guess that's how psychos are. They don't need a big reason to commit a crime. They just do it because they don't have a bit of humanity in them. From the last episode preview, I have really high hopes that we are going to get one of the best happy endings ever. The mural is going to finish. They're probably going to go on a trip according to Sangtae's drawing, and everyone will be happy. Honestly, I was very emotional after ending the episode 15 and realizing that only one episode is left. But after making this video and talking to you all, I feel much better, and I think I'm ready for the finale tomorrow.